Over the course of several weeks, the Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, their leadership, and certain of their members and affiliates, motivated by a desire to overturn the legal results of the election and initiate a second term of Donald Trump's presidency, worked together to plot, publicize, recruit for, and finance their planned attack. The result of that planning, the January 6th attack on the Capitol, was not a protest or a rally. It was a coordinated act of domestic terrorism. While the costs to the district are still being investigated and tallied, the district has preliminarily estimated that the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department incurred millions of dollars in costs during the week of January 6th alone. The District of Columbia has today filed a civil suit to try to extract financial penalties from far-right Trump-supporting militia groups that took part in the planning and execution of the January 6th attack on the Capitol. The U.S. Justice Department, in many cases, is looking to jail the members of these groups. This lawsuit, if it succeeds, would likely bankrupt them as well. Joining us now is D.C.'s Attorney General Karl Racine. Mr. Attorney General, it's a pleasure to have you with us tonight. Thank you for making time.
Thanks for having me, Rachel.
Let me just ask if I've got any of this the wrong way around or if I've explained the basics of this correctly thus far.
I think you've been exceptional and descriptive and accurate.
Tell me about the decision to bring this as a civil case. As the Attorney General in D.C., you certainly have the power to bring criminal charges in cases where that's warranted. Why did you choose to go this route in this case?
Well, actually, on the criminal side, the District of Columbia, as you know, is not a state. And so our jurisdiction criminally is limited to misdemeanors. And while there is a incitement of riot misdemeanor, which we continue to investigate, we determined that we might as well strike where the wrong has occurred. And there's been a civil wrong of a great magnitude here. And as you indicated earlier, it's important to hit the defendants where it matters, and that's in their purses and in their wallets. And history shows when civil suits have been levied against these hate groups, guess what? They run, they scatter, they hide, they disappear. And that's what we're seeking to do, to bankrupt these groups who would take our freedoms away.
I don't know enough about the finances and organization of these two entities, the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers, to know whether, as organizations, they're sitting on any sort of core amount of money. Is the idea that the organizations themselves have resources that could potentially be seized if your lawsuit is successful, or perhaps in addition, is it possible that the individual members of these entities that are found to be potentially responsible for the conduct that you accuse them of, that the individual members could also personally be financially on the hook for the kinds of damages you're seeking?
Indeed, it's all of the above. And as you know, through a civil lawsuit, we're able to go right through discovery, where we're able to find out where the assets are and indeed who was funding these attacks. It may be that the funders of the attack are not named in the lawsuit, but when we find out who funded the attack, we'll have the factual basis, if appropriate, to add those defendants, additional defendants. We know, Rachel, that the insurrectionists didn't walk here. They didn't sleep outside. They stayed in hotels. They planned. There were obviously thousands of them. This is not a free operation. We're going to go out and we're going to find out exactly who financed these matters, and we're going to make them pay. Police officers were injured. Police officers are suffering trauma. Police officers killed themselves because of that trauma. These defendants must pay for that wrong.
Karl Racine is the Attorney General for the District of Columbia. Mr. Attorney General, this is a groundbreaking approach, but as you say, one that is comes against the context of a lot of history about far-right groups facing financial ruin from these kinds of lawsuits. Please keep us apprised, sir. I know this is going to be a really interesting case as it develops. Please come back and talk to us about it as it proceeds. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back. Stay with us.